And I'm going to tell y'all a few things y'all might not know about Virg. Big Virg. Virgie don't care nothing about your stomach hurting because you had too much to eat. No, you should have more. You a part of the fat liberation movement or not?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Virgie don't care nothing about your ankles hurting. You know the reason your ankles is hurting? Cause you ain't put enough weight on them yet. That's the real problem here that I see.
You tell me, good. Peanut butter jelly, good. Peanut butter jelly. There she go, the lady of my dreams.
You think Virgie give a fuck about your diabetes? Well, she don't. Don't dress her with all that.
Tovar, I'm the author of You Have the Right to Remain Fat. No.
You have the right to remain fat. She's the author of that. Get that.
One has to be healthy. A cake related.
No one has to be healthy.
Fat-phobic incident, or CRFI.
A cake-related fat-phobic incident. Let me tell y'all something.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Fuck, I gotta try to get money out here in these streaming streets too. Hey, if you watching on YouTube, if you watching on Twitch, if you see this on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you see this at, if you have had a CRFI, a cake-related fat phobia incident, then you need to inbox me. No, not inbox me first, but cash at me. You see it right there at the top of the screen. Can't get boo news. $42 for a consultant fee. And then we will go over said cake-related fat phobia incident. And decide how we can best go about getting you justice to the crime that has been committed to you. On word of King David, I'm with that. I'm with the movement. Let's go. Fat liberation, yeah.
Is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
Well, guys, we all know the city of San Francisco has a ton of problems, from homelessness.
What is she doing? What is she doing?
Money. On this channel.
What, yo, who is he?
Yeah, that's really complicated, right?
Little Slim Jimmy.
Position of way to New Francisco.
Trying to go natural with it.
Yeah, that's really complicated, right? I think I want to talk about that question, but I want to start by saying that, you know, no one has to be healthy. No, right? Like, I mean, it's like,
wow,
there is
wow, wait a minute. I just learned some new gay stuff. Wait a minute, I just learned a new gay move. Now, I'm not gay, but I you know, certain coaches get my mom be like, oh shit. Now, normally, I would find out certain gay moves from Medkit. Somehow, some way, she put me on the gay moves. And my man Hub, shout out to him. He be sending me wild gay stuff in my inbox on Instagram, right? Yo, she said, you do not got to be healthy. He said, T. I ain't even know you can hit the snap with the T. And he over there looking like the male Ariana Grande. It's about to get steamy over there.
Governing body that's like out there putting, you know what I mean? It's like no one owes anybody that in either the traditional sense of the word or any other more.
I like this video. We lit. Cause let me lift up. Cause we got the Slimmy over here. While we got the Slimmy, basically she The Slimmy up here where you see my mouth. Hold up. Y'all see my mouse right here? She is actually reacting to this, I'm assuming, right? So I wonder how she feel. I don't know. She been to college. She probably liberal. Like, yeah, girl, get your fat on, T.
Innovative or more politicized maybe even version of that word. So I think it's important to say like, and I want to back up and bring in intersectionality and say like, right, like look at the disabled community.
Yo, I ain't gonna pump fake. Maybe I'm judging, but in my mind I'm like, yo, she got gummy bear earrings. Cause I'm just like feel like, yo, let me tell you something. Was the time of my life, especially when I was bigger, might did a little something for some gummy bears.
Right? Like, I think people with disabilities have, and activists within that space have consistently been saying, like, I'm never going to be your notion of healthy. That doesn't mean I don't get to be a full human. You get to treat me some kind of way.
What she mean?
Right? And so I think that I love taking that principle within disability rights to fat activism.
Look. It's Midnight Madness. Hold up. Whatever. Oh.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I got a question.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
I got a question. I want to ask it. I want to say it. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you want to answer in the comments on you, wherever, you just let me know. Or just go in the comments and answer. All right, look. I'm also getting hamsteroni vibes off her. Y'all know what I'm saying? Hamsteroni? We getting that? Y'all know when I had the ronies on? Hamsteroni. Hamster. I'm feeling like she looked like a hamster. Correct? Now, my question is, if she was smaller, do you feel like she would still look like a hamster or probably lose the hamster vibes? But if she was smaller and she felt like she looked like a hamster, would that speed up her progress to the fat liberation? I'm asking a question for my own self-esteem purposes. I mean, maybe I'm not the handsomest and all that.
Understandings of fatness. So I want to start there, right? Like, no matter what size you are, you don't owe anybody else your health. But I mean, for me, right, like in an ideal world there wouldn't be health-based gatekeeping at all.
Okay. Now, when she said that, I was saying to myself, like, what do you mean? There definitely should be, because, like, say for instance that we really feel like you might drop. All right. She might not say this. Old Slimmy here, but I'm going to say it. It depends on how big you is and how sturdy the thing above me is. I might not want you working up there or walking around up there. I never had a big girl before. But say I got a big girl and she want to defy the odds of gravity. I don't fucking know. She like, I'm riding dick tonight. And I'm like, you ain't got to do all that. And she like, nah, I got the stamina. I'm with the shit. And she try to get super crazy. But I think the bigger you are, you can have problems with your heart if you're smaller, but the bigger you are, the more likely you are to have those heart problems. Her heart give out. She fall on me, immediately crack 2-3 motherfucking ribs.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
One of those ribs break and puncture one of my lungs. I can't really even get her off me. And now, I'm dying in the horriblest way. I got like internal bleeding, punctured lung, and I'm suffocating to death.
The amount of entitlement in this video is just absolutely insane. There are so many points to unpack here, but first
Tell
of all,
him, Slim
let's address
Jimmy.
the fact that she's compared her fatness, which for many people is largely a choice. Let's make that clear.
It's
and
a
you
choice.
compared it to somebody who struggles with a disability, something that in many cases they cannot do anything about. That is wild to me. But I guess that's what she refers to as intersectionality. If I was a disabled person listening to that, my eyebrows would be up.
I'm disabled.
I have some words for this young woman. Let's address her second major point, that you don't owe it to anybody to be healthy.
You owe it to people you love.
I guess so. I guess people
Or
have
if you
different
don't.
philosophies on that. Some people think they have a duty, not only to themselves, but to their families, their societies, and their civilization. And if you express that you have a duty to your community or civilization...
Hey, yo, Slimmy, you might not say it, but I'm going to tell you that the reason she might be overlooking that is because she got a duty to cake. So you didn't see the video. I don't know if Slimmy seen the big people function. Don't you die? We got pies and cakes and stuff for you. Yeah, they even had a big people song.
Civilization, your family, yourself, then part of that duty, in my opinion, would be to be healthy. For we know that healthy people bring about the best results, not only for their lives, but the lives around them. The illness that you experience in struggling with something.
She better not try to attack that
fatness or
Slimmy if
a
she
food
see this
addiction,
video
not
neither.
to say that that's what Virgie Tovar is experiencing, actually does go on to have ramifications for those around you. And if that philosophy is not yet resonating with you, let me give you a few examples of how living in a larger body, specifically in instances where people are making choices leading to...
Alright, Slimmy, we gonna speed you up a little bit, but you look like maybe a cute pterodactyl. You look like a cute pterodactyl. You give me cute slim pterodactyl vibes. Alright, let's go back to Virgie though. Come on.
Despite the fact that you don't owe anybody anything. But let's hear more from Ms. Tovar.
CRFI. If you're like many women, you've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together.
Yeah, bring them together.
There's...
Now, wait, I don't know why it's important, but did y'all see when she brought her fingers together with the together part? Like, her fingers ain't even want to get all the way together, my God. I swear to God, her fingers ain't want to go there. Her fingers like, don't do this to us again.
For weight neutrality. And
too much friction.
All of that and say, I think you don't owe it to anybody to be healthy. And there would be strong arguments for the fact that you don't owe anything to anybody. But I think a large part of the human...
There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo. And then it comes time to cut the cake, and someone decides to ruin everything. I will always be.
Somebody about to ruin everything, gang. What's this?
7th at 9 on BET.
Nah, I'm never watching BET.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
Yo, come on, hold on. I'm not doing none of this. All right, let's go.
Oh my God.
Now, I always say to people, right? Yo, bro, you cannot, man, you need help. Like, no, it's hard to do it by yourself, gang. We all need help. So she solicited another big girl that she knew or met probably at that big girl cake event that they had, right? Like, yo, do a video real quick. Have you ever had a cake related fat phobia incident? Word? Alright, we're gonna need you to pull up and do some content with me.
That slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck.
Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm pretty sure there's people out there. But I've been at functions and stuff with big people. And I don't always hear people be like, oh, that cake is... Like, yo, that might be happening. Yo, bro, imagine if that's happening in her mind. She getting that big-ass piece of cake, right? She worried about people judging her on her weight, and it's like, but that cake wasn't even big enough for you to get that size piece and everybody else to get some as well. This could be more than a, oh, you big moment. This could be a how fucking dare your big ass moment. I might be bugging. I apologize.
Can you cut me half of that? A cake-related fat-phobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
Oh, she's saying that to herself? That's crazy. I thought some, but she was saying, that's crazy, because my mom, like, who would say that? You got to be saying it to yourself. So she's saying this is a moral, yo, bro, let me tell you one of the worst things any human could do to themselves and to the world. Ignore moral impulses all you want. When you ignore, like, if I'm dealing with somebody that I love, an idea could pop in my head that's moral. And if an immoral idea pop in my head, that's kind of the idea I want to ignore on every level. I'm in a relationship, my lady want to kick it with me or spend time with me. I might want to slide out and go do it with somebody else, right? You might have a side chick, right? That's the immoral impulse. Yeah, but this is just with that. No, but you know, humans are a creature of habit. Once you start doing it with one thing, you start doing it with another thing, then you do it with another thing, then you do it with another thing, and the next thing you know, you out there in the fat wilderness.
Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large, and that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman.
Wow. Stretcher. So say I'm at the shindig and I get my piece and I'm like, yo, this piece too big. Why your big ass over there acting like I said that? You think I'm trying to give you hints? That happens with people with all kind of issues. Motherfucker think you trying to get them hints about shit they got going on as opposed to you just saying about you. I don't want that. No, that's you over there with your big self like, why you don't want to be big? Because I don't want to be big for whatever reasons I don't want to be big. So what if I want to jog or have a smaller... It is what it is, man.
Must do some disproportionate amount of labor in order to accommodate their need to feel superior. Let's take a look.
Can you do a little bit, just like, can you like scrape all the frosting off? And
all her big homegirls from the shindig that I ain't get to go to when I was a bigger.
So, like a little bit more, like tiny, no, like less than what you're smaller, please.
Could you just cut my piece into 12 equal symmetrical little pieces?
Nobody, see what I'm saying? Like, see, when you gotta stretch it, hey, yo, man, listen. I love y'all big people. I do. But at this point, we going too far.
Little Tupperware.
Okay, so this is a video that is sort of taking on the facade of being educational, but what they're actually doing is making fun of people who are health conscious. Make it make sense. This is a bunch of bigger
CRFI.
Yo. The look in Slimmy eyes right there. The look in her eyes is, yo, my nigga. Whoa, hold on. We got to go back because I need to see, like, she looked, no. Nobody that ever told me they love me looked at me the way she was looking at that cake.
Well, let's keep watching.
So that I can have a bite for each month of 2018. Thanks.
Smart. Let's take a step back and view what's happening through a critical feminist lens. CRFIs typically happen in environments where there are primarily or exclusively women.
Holding that cake like it's a baby, huh?
Women are disproportionately negatively affected by diet culture because diet culture maps onto sexism.
Alright, she just said something wild.